Okay, ladies, I hope you are ready for these questions.
And
So,
we woke up and my dad had like the big Christmas tree. And there was a lot of presents underneath the Christmas tree.
Ooh.
So we woke up and then there was a smell of like bacon and eggs, taking the whole atmosphere. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Giving Spring Podcast. Today we have a very, very special podcast segment that we're gonna shoot. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yes! Merry Christmas! It is that time of the year where everybody is happy, it's giving, it's Christ, it's love, it's charity, and rest and family, and us as your new family, we wanted to spend this time with you too.
So today we're going to be asking a lot of Christmas-centered questions, and you get to find out more about us and what we enjoy most about Christmas.
Yep, so excited.
Let's go.
So for first question, what's your favorite Christmas memory? And also tell us, how does it still shape the way you celebrate the holiday today?
Nice. Well, I think of the first time I think my parents hosted Christmas for our entire family. And we had my cousins from far away, my grandparents, everyone just come and just stay in our home. And the kids would sleep on the floor, and it was just a lot of family and love, and just also working together. There was a challenge that my mom made us do. She'd gather us all together at the dining room, and she'd be like, okay, so I'm going to split you guys into groups. So different age groups, different everybody. And you guys have the challenge of going to practice a song that you're going to come and perform for us. So we'd split it up into different groups. Others would go around and be like, we're taking the spot. And then try not to listen to each other's songs. And we'd practice. And then we'd come back and then perform for one another. I think it was so beautiful.
That's so cute.
It was really nice. It was when I think it's a time I can remember. I'm sure there's been others, but this one is the one I remember the most. Being with my family and just having a good time. And till this day,
That's
we
important.
do a lot of family games, and we are just we growing every year in terms of what we do. That's me and my family.
My favorite Christmas memory would be when I was a kid. And we woke up and my dad had the big Christmas tree. And there was a lot of presents underneath the Christmas tree.
Ooh.
So we woke up and then there was a smell of bacon and eggs, taking the whole atmosphere. We ran down straight to the Christmas tree because we surprised him I think 2 or 3 days before Christmas. And when we surprised him, he already had the Christmas presents under the tree.
Yeah.
So I was there and I was trying to shaking the box to see what's inside, and I could never guess what it was. So eventually, when Christmas Day came, I was super, super excited. And then when I opened my gift, it was a little walkie-talkie. I don't know if people know what a walkie-talkie is.
Walkie-talkie, yeah.
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 So, because that was we didn't have phones when growing up, especially because I was 8 years old. But then we used this for when my parents would go maybe to the shop or they were somewhere close. So we were always trying to hide and use our walkie-talkies. It was we loved action movies back when we were young. I still love action movies. But yeah, that was one of my favorite Christmas memories. And yeah.
That's so cute. That's
Nice.
adorable.
Nice. So as you reflect on the past year, what's one thing that really stood out to you in terms of personal growth?
I'd say, coming back home from mission this year was a huge highlight for me this year. And then trying to figure out myself and trying to find myself in Christ. Because, missionary work, especially in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, is really focused on just trying to serve others and, build a strong relationship with the Lord. So for me, coming back home and not having a companion with you 24/7, not praying every single hour like you were on mission. Not really every single hour, but like you pray a lot on mission. And coming back home, trying to find my feet, it was difficult for me because I was like, I don't know. It felt like I didn't know who I was really, because it was like, the person I was before mission and the person I became because of mission was two very different people. And I didn't know which version of me was like me. So I think trying to find myself again and trying to implement everything that I've learned on mission and how that helped me shape my focus towards Jesus Christ. I think that was my highlight this year and something that I learned to grow personally.
For me, I think it'd be the big move, coming this side and just having to try to establish my little home, I guess, in a lack of words, but a home far away from home, and having to do it by myself was a little bit tough, but then knowing that I do have my family support, but a lot of the things I had to do it by myself. And I think, also just, staying by myself and realizing that, you don't have to be lonely. It's not that you're lonely, but then I'm rediscovering myself. I'm rediscovering and say, oh, Sipo likes to do this, Sipo likes to do that. And growing in that aspect. And as well as obviously like education-wise, like this year for me, educationally has been good. I think gave me a lot of time to focus and actually absorb the things that I've been studying from school and have those things change me, if that makes sense, like not only just cram, but then get the concept and be like, oh man, this is reality. And also coming to this podcast where the things that I learned in school, I'm just like, oh, this really happens. People really do face this. And I read about this, I read about that. And then being able to relate to that really has helped me grow in general as a person this year. Yeah.
Oh, sounds amazing. So with all those experience, that, you've reflected upon and, it added value to your personal growth, how do you plan to carry that into the new year?
Ooh. Keep going forward.
I think a lot of things that happen, especially this past year, but mostly in your past, you can really learn from. And, it all comes down to the person who you were and the person you're trying to become. So, like sister, like Sukazi is saying, just try to keep going and stay strong and keep on the path that you are. If it's something you want to change it. And,
like, for instance, there are certain things that I want to do better.
Yeah, me too.
But like so far I can look back at the past year and be like, okay, it wasn't like a waste. Like I did pretty well. I did well.
Nice. So we all know that, Christmas, it's all about giving.
Yes.
So what's something you have done for yourself this year that you're proud of?
Ooh. Honestly, for me, I'd say the podcast. I think for me, I really love talking about mental health and like trying to understand how it affects other people. So I think being able to, and I always thought like, I needed to have experience, and I'm looking for experience, looking for like jobs and internships, anything I can find that can help me build my career. And when I got the opportunity to be part of the podcast, I didn't know how much it could affect me or change me and help me understand like the importance of mental health. I always thought like the only time I can focus on mental health is when I become like a licensed psychologist or when I do this, when I one day reach there. I didn't think it could be mine now. So I think that's one thing that I'm really proud of this year, is just being able to share more about mental health with all of you guys.
I like that. For me, copy and paste. Jokes. But I think one thing that I'm very proud of, I'd say my personal growth, you know. It might not have looked the way it looked last year, but like personally for myself, I feel like I've grown spiritually, I've grown mentally. Can't say much about physically. I'm still as short, but but you know, also my confidence. You know, being able to just do things that I'm not used to, like speaking here and actually going forth with a podcast. I'm very, very proud of that as well, because it has allowed me to be open and vulnerable and honest, and also just be myself and be confident in being myself.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I'm proud of that.
Okay, so if there could be anything that you wish, maybe, or even if not wish, something that you could have changed about, how this year went, what could it be? If there's nothing, it's still okay. What could it be?
I'd say maybe I could have been a little more patient with myself and maybe have like a little bit more understanding. But then again, I also wouldn't change anything, because I feel like everything that I went through, everything that I did, every decision I made led me to, this moment where I'm able to look back and reflect. And I think each challenge or trial that I experienced draw me closer to Jesus Christ. So I wouldn't have changed anything. Coming home from mission was very hard, very difficult to adjust. But I think because of the people that I have in my life, people that I've met, who really helped me build my testimony in Jesus Christ, I think that gave me a firm foundation on how to deal with any challenge that I was facing, especially this past year. Because coming back, I was like, what am I going to do now? I didn't have any plan. And for me, I'm someone that's very scheduled. Like, I know like what I want to be in 5 years. I know what I want to be doing in 10 years. So to have come back and not have a plan and just leaving it up to God was like, oh my word, But I think there was a lot of trial and error, and I didn't know what I was going to do this year, but I love how the year turned out.
Yeah, I think as well for me, I would say I also wouldn't have much to change, no. But I think that I wish I could have changed would be to trust God a little bit better, trust Him more. Because there were shocking things that happened that I thought, this would have not happened. But then now looking back, I'm like, oh my, you actually were helping me more than I thought. And just trusting Him more. I hope next year I can be like blindfolded and be like, take me, God. You got me. Yeah.
Okay. So if you could spend a Christmas in any city or any country in the world, where would it be? Oh, and why?
You.
For Christmas.
I won't lie, like I have like this like a really nice version of a white Christmas.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I really want a white Christmas, but then I'm like...
But I don't like the cold.
Yeah.
I don't like the cold. I don't. So that kind of contradicts what it looks like and what it feels like. I know. On a beautiful island, white sand, beach kind of vibes. Little, what do they call them? Those little, it's not an xylophone, but like the bigger.
The one that makes I don't know what it's called, but I guess.
Isn't it a marimba band? like marimba band. I think
Yeah,
so.
it's not Lauren. Yeah.
Yes, like so, like a marimba band playing in the back, and then they just greet me, "Welcome, Sipoyazi," with a little like flowery necklace, and I'm just like, "Oh, thank you," with a little cup on my side with the nice drink, and sip in the sun. Yes.
That's your
So,
holiday,
yes.
Christmas edition
Yes.
destination.
So the place is Mauritius. That's the city. Is it a city? It's a country.
I mean,
But yeah.
it's an island.
Yeah, it's an island. Island Mauritius.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I have a place. I'm gonna go with the cheesy answer, just wherever my family is.
No.
Yeah. I don't think I really have a Christmas edition. I have a holiday destination, yes. But Christmas edition, I don't know. I think most of the time I just want to be with family.
With family.
Yeah.
I agree. That's beautiful.
Okay, so with that being said, what would be your ideal Christmas day there?
Sorry. Our
So-
ideal Christmas day.
Yeah, there. Like with you, because you mentioned that
On Mauritius.
yeah, on Mauritius and experiencing that marimba band and all that. Yeah, so do you think that would be the ideal Christmas day there, or there could be maybe something more?
Yes. I like what Siobhan said, with my family. Can't do it alone. It's not going to be fun by myself.
What happens if
All strangers.
they wouldn't want to be at Mauritius?
My family wouldn't want to be in Mauritius.
I mean,
Pack them in my suitcase for kidnapping them. Eh? Excuse me. But yeah. Okay, if they wouldn't want to be there, then I'll go where you want me to go, dear Lord. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my family's gonna go wherever. They don't care. They know they're broke. So like wherever they can get the opportunity to travel, they will go. But no, I think what was the question? The ideal day?
yeah.
Yeah.
Would the ideal day be like that?
Oh.
Yeah, it will definitely be waking up, maybe matching pajamas. I definitely want to do
Wow.
that.
It's so
It's so cute. And then maybe have like a mini photo shoot or something in the morning. Yeah, just with everyone being like in like Christmas clothing. And then obviously playing a lot of games, a lot of family games.
Yes.
And then maybe later on sitting around the Christmas tree, unwrapping gifts, talking about what we were thankful for the whole year. And just like try and share something memorable about Jesus Christ. For me, I feel like my ideal Christmas was definitely the one I had last year. It was just with a bunch of missionaries. Okay, this time it wasn't my family. It was a bunch of missionaries. But it was so fun because we were playing minute to win games like the whole day. And afterwards we watched like a little Christmas video about how Jesus Christ was born. And we were just going around sharing what Christmas meant to all of us. And I think it was fun, but it was also centered on like the most important being, which is Jesus Christ, especially during Christmas. So yeah, that's what my ideal Christmas would look like. And maybe to end it off, just like a nice hot cup of tea or hot chocolate with like little marshmallows in, and just all of us sitting around like a fireplace or something.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, even on that same note, like as much as I love the idea of Mauritius, I do love more the idea of giving back. Like being able to just go be with maybe people that don't really have family at that moment in time with them. You know, give back. Do what Christ would have done if he was here. Yes, it's his birthday. But, you know, he would want us to all celebrate it. So reach out to as many people. Go and just drop off food, sing a little carol, and make their day.
Yeah, especially because like one thing I like about Christmas time is the Light of the World program.
Oh yeah.
Where we do like a
Beautiful.
specific task each and every day that focuses on Jesus Christ and what Jesus Christ would do if he was here.
Nice. Okay. With that being said, um, the what could be your favorite holiday tradition? What is something you do every year or something fun?
Oh, so around Christmas time, usually me and my family, whether we do it individually or collectively, we always read the book of Luke. Because I don't know when it was. There was a time when we went to church and they were just saying like how it would be so nice if we could read the book of Luke for, because like 24 chapters. So each day you read a chapter because it talks about the whole life of Jesus Christ. So by the time Christmas comes, it's like you read through everything that Jesus Christ did on earth. And so that kind of became like a family tradition. So every Christmas we make sure we go through the book of Luke and just read what Jesus Christ did.
That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. A tradition. For us, I'd say like going out and playing games with each other. I think that's the time also like my parents and my aunts also just get a chance to just be their young selves as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also look silly and look funny, and we get to laugh at each other. And so every time there'll be karaoke and a game. So, and then we
That's
break up
nice.
into our teams where we're gonna perform again and perform our songs. Yeah. Yeah, so like just trying to make the holiday very family centered and very like Christ centered, and just remembering we are here together and we are so grateful to be together because not everybody has this blessing that we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. The last but not the least, I think we all know that Christmas it's a season whereby we get to give, and at the same time, Christmas it should be more of family time. So how would you be able to get out there and give, be more selfless, and at the same time making sure that you spend as much time as you would have to with your family?
Take them with. Yeah, I'm like, you don't need to go be selfless by yourself.
Yeah.
Also help others to be selfless. Take them with. Take your family with to go help someone on the streets or an orphanage. Yeah. When you serve, don't serve alone.
Like that. I love that. Yeah, I think that's true. I think people always think service is such a huge thing, like in order to be seen, maybe like where you have to go to maybe like an orphanage, or where you have to go to like a shelter, or you have to do something extreme. But I think it also starts with something simple. As much as you can give to other people who are strangers, you can also give to your family. Sometimes all you need is like, sometimes family have so much issues or things that they're going through, all they want is someone to listen to them. You can be that person who listens. You can, and that's an act of service. You can help your mom with carrying her groceries from the car inside the house. You can, whenever you see a stranger, let's say you just came from the shop, you can just like give a stranger like an apple or a snack or something to eat. You can give them even a message, something that's meaningful. I think even saying Merry Christmas or hope you have a wonderful day to someone could really brighten their day. So I think it takes just some small act of kindness to really do service to someone else.
Wow, that sounds amazing. With that being said, you remind me of a friend of mine. So we this other time we were having a walk. So as we were having a walk, it was a morning walk, more of an exercise. So as we were having that walk, we were passing a lot of homeless guys. And then he looked at this other homeless guy and he decided to grade at him. And then he did not hear that guy. But then he insisted and he made sure that that guy would hear him greeting and ask him, how is he doing?
No.
And then he was like, sometimes people are going through a lot, and for you just, doing something very small, it can mean a lot for them, and it can even brighten their day. So that reminded me of a friend of mine. So it's really cool, it's by small and simple things, that great things about to us, even brightening up, other people's mood, so that's true.
And that is also what Jesus Christ would really be doing if he was here on earth.
Most definitely. But yeah, that was our question that we had for today for you ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love the questions. We enjoyed today's episode and we hope you did too. I think we learned a lot more about each other, especially when it comes to Christmas and how important it is to one another.
Absolutely. And as well as we just want to say thank you to everyone that has been our guests, from our previous episodes. They honestly were incredible. Nothing was rehearsed, nothing was planned, and everyone just spoke from their hearts and truly just told from their personal experiences. So that was incredible and we're so grateful for that.
Yeah, we learned a lot this season. So thank you so much for tuning in, for joining, for liking and subscribing. And we will see you again next year.
And we shall. So from our family to yours, we wish you
Merry
a Merry Christmas.